Welcome back. It's Wednesday, and that means another edition of Pet Talk. We've got a couple extra guests here today as well. I'm joined by Dr. Jen Klabundy.
Morning.
Morning. And you know, with summer finally here in June, people might want to be out planting their gardens.
Right.
And that also means that the pets might have some access to some other things. So what do people need to know to keep their pets safe when they're in the garden?
We're getting calls now that the snow has finally melted and people are wanting to get out there and make their gardens beautiful. We're getting a lot of calls as to what's safe for your pet and what's not. And there are some big tips. Aside from what most people might think when they garden. Oh, well, we're gardening. You know, what do we have to worry about for our pets? The rake or the hoe.
Right.
It's a lot more than that. And the most important thing is being careful of what plants you plant.
Okay.
And you know, you don't. There are a lot of plants that are toxic to pets, and you don't want to get those, like the rhododendrons, azaleas, lilies. These are all plants that are highly toxic to your dogs and cats and can actually kill them. So
if they eat them?
If they eat them, yeah. So if we lived in the South, some palm trees that you see, they're decorative and they're all over people's gardens. And these are highly toxic to dogs and cats too. So just be careful what you plant. You can go to the ASPCA's website.
Is that how you'll know?
Yeah, they have a whole list of what plants are toxic to your pets and which are safe. So they have wise choices and poor choices on there. And you know, when in doubt, call your vet.
What about when the dogs are out in the garden and let's say that they like to dig around in there? What can you do to protect your garden as well as, you know, let your pets still be able to run around?
Yeah, that's a great question because there's not a whole heck of a lot that we can do to keep your pets out of the garden or the flowers. A lot of people have great success getting an invisible fence, and you can run a line right at the edge of your garden that keeps your pets out of it. So they would have access to the entire lawn, but stay away from the important flowers. And these invisible fences are great because you can actually, if there's a tree that you don't want them to be around, you can just circle that tree. And then if there's a section of the garden you don't want them at, you can just section that garden. So that's a fantastic way to keep them out of your plants that you work so hard to make beautiful.
All right, well, these two little puppies are also, they're looking for homes.
They are looking for homes, and there are many of them. There's a bunch in this litter. There's the mom that's up for adoption as long as other dogs. And this weekend, they will not be at Tractor Supply like they normally are. They'll be at an event hosted that's called Dogapalooza, and it's a major adopt-a-thon this weekend, this Saturday. You saw the information up. It's at Cobblestone Farms, which is on 72. So you want to look into that if you're looking for these pets. These dogs are already spayed and neutered. I fixed them on Monday. They are potty trained.
They're awesome.
And they're great.
And
they're going to be
look how
small
good they
dogs.
are. They're so good.
They are good. Holly's holding the girl. I'm holding the boy.
Aww.
Yeah, they're ready to go, and there are lots of other dogs that look like them that are up for adoption as well.
Looking for homes.
Yeah.
All right, well, we'll be back with Dr. Jen Klabundy in the next half an hour, still talking about ways to keep your pets safe in the garden this summer, as of course they would love to be out and digging around in them. So thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
And let's check in with Christina Burkhout for a look at your forecast.